What's the deal with people at concerts? They're incredibly inconsiderate, and they do this in many different ways. Firstly, all the tall ones stand at the front, and really close to the stage, and they block my view. I can't see the performers half the time because there's so many heads in the way. I am a towering 5'7", and everyone else is taller than me, which I find extremely annoying. Let's see. Also, they tend to smoke, even though they shouldn't. They're not allowed to smoke indoors, and they do anyway, and it gets in your face, and ugh. To say nothing of what happens to drinks. Half the time, they just chuck them up in the air at celebration, and 9 times out of 10, they land on me. I've gotten in the past a frozen margarita down the back, and beer all over my shirt. Hell, that time it's enough to drug-sniffing dog at school the next day, and I'd showered thoroughly, so, ugh. Why do they do that? On the plus side, you can be absolutely certain that you'll never fall over because how tightly packed you guys are. With all that said, Judas Priest and Whitesnake were very, very fun last night. I quite enjoyed the concert. Sorry this video is so late. I had a lot to do today. I got up at noon, did nothing, bugger all. Goofed off, kicked around the house, and didn't do much of anything. Quite a lot of that, obviously. Then there was shopping, which brings me to my next point. I was grocery shopping today, and we were in the dairy, and I noticed that they actually had non-fat half and half. Isn't that sort of a contradiction? Isn't the point of half and half to have fat in it? It makes tea, not tea. Don't put half and half in tea, it'll kill you. It makes coffee richer tasting, which is nice, I suppose. I do not know why then that they made non-fat half and half. That defeats the whole purpose. And it probably involved an insane kind of chemical engineering just to get the taste the same. Ugh. And then you have to worry about all its reactions with things. It's like with artificial sweetener and iced tea. There are some that will actually make it worse. I forget which brand, but there's some that actually will go bitter into the right pH conditions. Let's see. Anyway, concert was rather fun. I quite enjoyed it. I'm not wearing the shirt I wore there. I actually bought a shirt. Last night's show, Judas Priest was celebrating the 30th anniversary of the release of British Steel, so they played the entire album at that concert, and I have a British Steel shirt. I'm sure you'll see it in the upcoming weeks at some point. Alright, how about a random article, because I haven't done that yet. Maldivian Coast Guard is the naval arm of the Maldivian National Defense Force. This is the oldest service. Well, I can imagine they need a Coast Guard. Isn't the Maldives this enormous enormous string of islands? Hang on. Maldives. Oh, it's just an interesting joke. Apparently, the Coast Guard's category doesn't have every single country in the world. It's very small. I suppose not every country has a Coast Guard or needs one. Switzerland, for example. As you all know, or if you don't, you know, I am Lord Admiral of the Swiss Navy. I have 2 rowing boats. It's cool. Now where the blazes it? Oh, I would just look up Maldives. Just to be sure that my claim is accurate. If I remember correctly, the Maldives, yeah, enormous bloody chain of islands. So they got a lot of coast to protect and not much actual land. I bet their army is like, hey, I got a knife. Ooh, you're the general. Yay, I'm general. We're gonna go stab the enemy. Oh, it's not working. You didn't say the knife had to be sharp. So, there you are. Yeah, Maldives Navy. Hee hee hee. That's just funny. Anyway, I made Nanaimo bars today. They're rather complex recipe. I'm not very pleased with the top part of it, but that's probably because I was a bit impatient with the double boiler, and I don't know how hot it will actually get the chocolate chips. For all I know, that was the top of it, but whatever. Otherwise, it looks rather nice. So, there's your random article, and as Rob Halford observed last night, you don't need to be old to be wise. Good day.